Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in SpringWatch. This is 14 projects that are going to come out back to back, focusing on the Spring catalogue and the Celebration catalogue, of course, too. And today's project is this one, and I am casing the catalogue. Now, if you don't know what CASE stands for, it's C-A-S-E, and it could be, depending on you, it depends on copy. It stands for Copy and Share Everything, Copy and Share Everywhere. Credit and share everywhere, but essentially the bottom line of it is it's where you've copied a project from somewhere or something or someone else and you have given them credit for the original design. So I have lots of people who beautifully case me, and they will send links back to my blog or to my videos, and today I am casing our catalogue. I am using the Shine On Speciality Designer Series paper. Now that's this one up here, and all of the papers, it's a nice craft card. There are 12 sheets of paper. There are 6 designs that are matte, that have no shine to them, and then on the opposite side of the cardstock is a shimmery shiny finish. Let me grab a wad of them. I have everything handy in my office, so you can see I've got shiny this side and I've got matte on the other, shiny with matte, matte with shiny. So all of these fabulous designs, and they are, oh, here's the most obvious one I think, the silver clouds on one side, so you can see there's a silver metallic finish, and then a matte on the other, and they are gorgeous, lovely, love them. I'm going to have so much fun with those. There are bits and pieces to go with it, but over here on the ideas page there is this box here. Now I'm going to say that this is actually one of our pre-made boxes, which has got the clear acrylic sliding casing for it, and that they've put a piece of this speciality paper in there. That's what I suspect they've done. I just want to do my version of it, so I'm going to build the box entirely from scratch for you. But you can see what I've done. I've got the same tag idea on, I've changed it very slightly, I've got the same ribbon, but this box folds flat. We like a fold flat box, don't we? Okay, let me show it to you. So, because the wonderful thing about this paper is that when you open it up, there's a pattern inside, and it opens up the other end and it will squash completely flat. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's huge when it's finished, 5 1/4 inches by 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, so 13.5 by 7 by 7 centimetres. Whopper box. So you start with your piece of Designer Series paper cardstock. It would have to have some weight to it, 12 by 12 inches. So the full size. And on the first side, obviously I've got spots on this one, so it doesn't really matter which side. But on the first side you score it at 1/2 inch, 3 3/8 of an inch, 8 5/8 of an inch, and 11.5 inches. And in metric that is 1.5 centimetres, 8.5, 22 and 29 centimetres. Turn it round and we're going to score it at 2 7/8 of an inch, 5 3/4, 8 5/8 and 11.5 inches. And in metric that is 7, 14, 21, 28. Oh, it's much simpler in metric. Okay, so can you see all those score lines? I hope you can. So we've got thin lines either side. They're actually this part here. That's that part that we've scored in there. So those are the thin bits, and then this bit is how it's all going to fold around. So we're going to close, burnish it all. So grab your bone folder. Okay, so we've built up the shape of the box, so that's it that way. So burnish these ones as well. I love this cardstock. I love the shininess. It's so pretty. Oh, I jumped there on the end. Okay, I don't need that bit anyway. Okay, so can you see where I've folded everything? If I bring that down to there, so I've got a thin strip there and then not on that side. So this is the left to right part of the box. Let me grab a pen, because we don't need that bit at all there, or the bit above it. Don't need those bits, so you see that? We also don't need all of the flaps because there are 4 edges to it. We're going to keep this one in its entirety with that little part as well. Going to take off that one, remove all of that, and take off that bit as well, which I'm hoping you can see. It will make sense, and we're going to do the same on the opposite side. Make sense once I've cut it. So if I take these parts away, and I want to wedge into these ones a little bit as well. So I don't need that one there. So that's the bit we don't need. Don't need that bit, we actually need even less. So I'm just going to hack off a bit more of that one and that one. So there you go. So you can see what I've taken off. So that's what it looked like originally, with score lines that way and across there. And that's what it now looks like. So I've got one part which has got that flap. So I'm going to come around and do exactly the same over here. Just wedging into that one. So I'm going to hack off that one. So I'm taking off basically a row of dots. Remove this one completely. And then hack off this one as well. Oh, we like to chop. Okay, so that you can begin to see how it's all going to fold together. So these are going to fold over. Oh, I didn't burnish that side. Burnish everything. Silly man. So let's try that again. So you can see what's going to happen. It's all going to fold in. Those are the sides. They're going to fold in, and that's going to tuck around. So these parts that have got the tab on, go around the corners of those. My corner around it. And the same on the opposite side. And the only piece of adhesive you need is on this little section here. So grab your fast fuse or your tear and tape. And what should happen now, because I did do the wedging out, this should slip in quite easily and quite gently. If it doesn't, just trim off a little extra, but there should, in theory, be no issue whatsoever, and there isn't. So, oh, I forgot to tell you how it's fold flat. I'll show you that bit. You stick your bit down, it folds flat. So if you're making these for a party or gifts or for packaging, it folds flat like that. Love a box that folds flat, don't we? Okay, let me slip those in. And now it's just a case of sticking that gorgeous, beautiful, stunning, luscious ribbon on and our little bit of stamping. So I used, I don't remember what it's called now, Enjoy the Little Things stamp set on that one. This time I'm going to use Sweet Sayings. I have used this set so many times. I'm absolutely in love with it. The idea behind this stamp set is that it matches lots of other stamp sets. So this one goes with the botanical blooms. Can't remember which one that one goes with. Brain has left the building. I want to say it's Love Blossoms, might not be right, but all of these, the font of them matches lots of other different stamp sets or product suites. So I'm going with this one. My heart smiles just thinking of you, which it does. It does. I have a very big heart that smiles a lot of the time. So I'm going to stamp that on there, and it's actually, it's Cucumber Crush that's the colour inside. So I thought, well, let's go for Cucumber Crush on the outside. And then I've got a note tag punch. And again, I'm just, like I say, I'm casing the catalogue. It's their idea. That there. And then I've got some of these gorgeous, stunning ice rhinestones which were in the winter catalogue and that have carried over. So let's go for a big one. Big one there. I punch a hole because I want to tie some baker's twine through it, which I actually think I put away. Oh no, I didn't. I did keep it out. Baker's twine through there. So I want this ready for when I tie on the big ribbon. Okay, so that's all now ready for me to tie my big old ribbon on here. And this is the Watermelon Wonder. It's 1 inch wide. It's a stitched satin ribbon. And it's, again, it's all from the same suite. If I just bring it in so you can have a look, the ice rhinestones are there, this ribbon, and obviously that. I mean, this was the stamp set they used. I have got it. I just actually technically haven't prepped it yet. So that's why I grabbed another one. Oh, I'm such a naughty cheat, aren't I? So let's get a rough idea of how much I want, because I want long lengths on it, so I reckon that'll do. It's an eyeball job this time. So, okay, so I'm tying on the first part, so I've got my knot. I'm going to slide my tag onto it now, which is why I prepped it in advance. Tie my bow, and this is because it's such a big floppy bow, it's quite forgiving to me, the bow challenged person on YouTube, or the most bow challenged person on YouTube, I should say. Oh, it's not quite, I haven't got it quite as long as I did my original. That's okay, we like it anyway, but yeah, it's quite forgiving. It's not the prettiest centre, but you know, actually that's about the right length. And that is me casing our catalogue, but making you a huge box that you should be able to copy quite easily. I hope you can, but I love it. What do you think? Oh, sparkly paper and beautiful ribbon. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.